Do you like food? Like really like food? I really like food, and I ate a ton of food in New York, and today I'm going to tell you about it, so let's go. Just a quick note, the first place I ate during my trip was actually Best Bagel and Coffee. I didn't like the footage, but instead of scrapping it, I included it at the end of the video. So if you would like to see my review of Best Bagel and Coffee, please watch until the end of the video to see it. Okay, let's go. I am totally obsessed with matcha, so of course I had to check out a couple of tea houses while I was in New York, and by far my absolute favorite was Setsugekka in Manhattan. I will say they are 100% committed to the vibe. It's almost a little bit too calm in there. I thought they were closed when I first walked in, but I can't recommend this place more. Both times I went, I left in an elevated mood. I don't know what they do in there. I met the tea master lady the second time I went in, and she is the nicest person I've ever met in my life. And I just can't recommend this place more. It's absolutely fantastic. My next stop was Peter Luger's Steakhouse. Of course, I can't really eat anything here, but I did enjoy the decor. It has a lot of like German beer style decorations, and I enjoyed that. All of the waiters are like tall European guys, which was fun. I did try the bread, as you can see here. It wasn't really my favorite.
It tastes like McDonald's.
Yeah, it literally did. I don't even eat McDonald's, but I also had a cup of tea, and it was Lipton, which was shocking because I thought it would be a fancier brand of tea, but they didn't charge me for it, which was very nice. And I did end up eating a French fry, which was okay. I mean, it was good. Maybe like an 8 out of 10. It wasn't like the best French fry of my life, but it was good. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest dessert person, but I found a place called Patisserie Tomoko, and they had a green tea creme brulee. Creme brulee is my favorite dessert, and I'm obsessed with green tea, so I had to try it, of course.
Okay, this is the green tea creme brulee. Oh.
There's something about the way that the burnt sugar interacted with like the bitterness of the tea. Oh, it was amazing. Delicious. So good.
Oh my god. I thought the green tea flavor wouldn't come through, but it really comes through. It's like a little bit less custardy, like than a regular creme brulee. It's a little bit more like squishy. Feels like a 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh my god, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it right now. And look at that color. Oh, so good. So good. New favorite dessert.
It kind of reminds me of like drinking matcha latte, but like custard.
Oh my god, and the pumpkin pie. Everything that is wrong with American pumpkin pie is right in this pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is very mellow. It's not too sweet. And not too much like cinnamon flavor, which I like a lot.
Not too sweet at all. Perfect balance, in my opinion.
I kind of wish the pastry was like have like a slight crisp instead of being completely soft, because it looks like it's supposed to be crisp, and then it doesn't. Pumpkin pie is like 8 out of 10 for me. Tea is a 10 out of 10.
Oh, the tea was amazing. I think they actually like took time to brew and steep the tea properly. Made a huge difference. Love this place. Can't recommend it more. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is Lucy's Vietnamese. Ooh. That looks good. This is a vegan chicken banh mi, which I'm very excited about. Ooh, this bread is nice and like warm. That's good. I'm gonna get a big vegan chicken bite right there. The texture of the vegan chicken is like stringy but very soft, and then the sauce is like nice and gingery, but not too gingery. I was kind of worried it would be too gingery actually, but it was very good. The bread is kind of perfect because it has like that French bread crunch, but it's not too hard or too chewy. I hate like really stiff French bread. It has that nice crust, but then it's nice and soft on the inside. I give this like an 8.5. Very good. Okay, so this is the tofu pho. The broth is kind of freaking me out because it like has that like thick fattiness to it, but all of their broths are vegan. So it's like a mushroom-based vegan broth, but it looks more like a meat broth. So I'm like, oh my god, this is scary, but it's definitely not. That's good. Oh my god. Very rich and umami, and it's like thicker than other broths that I've had. It has more of a depth to the flavor. Oh yeah, that's good. The vegan broth needs like some spice, maybe like sriracha or something to cut the fat taste for me. I think I like the banh mi better actually than the pho, which is surprising because normally I like pho way better than I like banh mi. The butter or the garlic aioli, whatever they put on this banh mi, very good. The pho, I'd give it like, the broth is very good. If like fat rich broth is your thing, that's good, but I would give it maybe like a 6.5, maybe. Oh my god, Lucali. Here we are, waiting in line for God knows how many hours, way too many hours. It was insane. And the people ahead of us were paid to be there. So people will pay a company to have people stand in line for them and make a reservation. Here I am waiting to be seated outside of the place. I like my eyeliner a lot. And yeah, love the location. It's a really, really beautiful neighborhood. And honestly, I didn't really film that much inside Lucali, so enjoy this nice B-roll because it's so dark in there. It's insane. Yeah, it's so incredibly dark. Also, it's very scary to film in Lucali. So I am back at the Airbnb and I was too afraid to vlog inside of Lucali because it's just very intimidating in there. I didn't film myself eating. That would have been way too much in that environment. It's just kind of intimidating because of all the hype surrounding it, and I don't think you're allowed to film in there. I did want to talk about the food, okay? So the server, the first thing she offered was a pasta dish. She was like, oh, do you want to add this little pasta? This is our special tonight, and you know, you guys can share it, whatever. And we were like, yeah, duh. And it was like this like cheese fusilli thing. I got a little video of that and it was so dark in there. Yeah, anyway, that was fantastic. It was like the fusilli was really big and round and like al dente, but not too al dente. It had like little tiny basil leaves, like itty bitty baby basil leaves on there that just gave it a really nice sweet kick. It was mostly a cheese based sauce, I think, and usually stuff like that I get grossed out, like it's too heavy for me, but it was like kind of perfect and it had like a nice tomato taste. I think it was a vodka sauce, honestly. It was like a very cheesy vodka sauce. Let's talk about the pizza. The pizza is just out of this world. I don't really know how to explain it because when you eat it, you just like get quiet and shut up and nothing else matters. And it just, the sauce is so bright but not overpowering. The crust is always like perfect, nice and crisp but soft on the inside, but not too soft, and it's a little heavy for pizza. It definitely messes with me. I'm very tired right now, but the cheese is also like very well balanced and sharp but creamy but not overpowering. I don't know, it's just, and the basil on top just kicks you in the ass or like spanks you. I don't know, it's just so good. And it's definitely an experience. This is my second time going now, and I think if I didn't go again, I would be okay. Like, I'm not like a super Lucali stan, just because it's hard to get in and it's kind of stressful and it's expensive. But definitely, if you want to try it out. But I don't know, if you're sensitive to like high gluten stuff, I don't know if it's the gluten or what it is, but this bread always messes me up. Last time I had it, I had really bad dreams after I ate it. But yeah, the vibe is there if that's your thing. Like, it's not elegant or posh. That's not the vibe. It's like people want it to be like that. It's kind of a bit grungy and dingy in there. And then, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, it feels, people go in there feeling like it's exclusive and stuff like that. So if you like that kind of thing, I think that might be appealing. But overall, it's great. I really like it a lot. And the pizza's phenomenal. It's hard to compare it to anything else. Would I say it's overhyped? I don't know, because it is fantastic. But if you don't want to wait in line for like an hour and not be guaranteed a spot, I don't know if it's the right choice for you. But other than that, it's awesome. So yeah, I'm tired now. Goodbye. Okay, so I'm at my Airbnb and we just got delicious, oh my god, cream puff from Patisserie Tomoko. I think that's how you say that. I'm very excited. Holy cow. Oh my god. The filling, insane. And then you make homemade whipped cream. This is it cut in half. I can't even show it very well on camera, but it looks so amazing cut in half. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I really stoned or is this really good? The way the vanilla shines through the custard. Oh my god.
And it's so cold and smooth. Oh my god. This is so good. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Yeah. It's not heavy at all. It's not heavy at all. It's so light and smooth. I feel like I'm eating nothing. It feels like I'm eating what a cloud looks like when you're a kid. Like, I don't feel full or nasty at all. This is the yuzu cheesecake. Whoa. It's like key lime pie. Whoa. It doesn't hit as good as the cream puff, but it's very, very good. It has like that key lime pie thing where it tastes bright in the beginning, and then in the middle you taste that creaminess, and then at the end you taste the pie crust. I'm not getting super cheesecake from it. I think that's a 9 out of 10. I don't even know what yuzu is.
There is definitely a lot of hype surrounding LR2C, and I was a little bit worried that it was going to be like overrated or overhyped, but I was very pleasantly surprised. Pretty much every single thing we ended up ordering was a hit, including this weird mushroom appetizer. It's like a bed of mushrooms, a fried egg, and cheese on top. It doesn't look or sound good, but it was amazing. My absolute favorite dish at LR2C was the fava bean and mint tortellini. It was like a burst of zesty lemon flavor in this buttery sauce with a light herbal mint flavor in the background and super fresh greens. The peas and fava beans gave it like a nice depth and added some texture, and the ricotta tasted homemade. Oh my god, it was so delicious and light. We also ordered the mushroom garganelli and the spaghetti. Oh my god, the spaghetti was to die for. I think it's objectively better than my favorite tortellini. I would definitely recommend this if I had to recommend any dish at LR2C. It was just, oh my god. It has like a light spice, which leads into a buttery finish, and I think Parmesan breadcrumbs on top to add this beautiful texture and a burst of rich flavor. And the pasta was just cooked perfectly, like with a little bit of an al dente chew. Oh my god, it was so, so good, but a little bit heavy for me. Unfortunately, the mushroom pasta was my least favorite. Mushrooms aren't really my favorite food in general, and it had a very heavy mushroom taste, and the mushrooms were ground into the sauce the same way ground beef would be. And it wasn't bad, but at all, but it just wasn't my favorite, and I ended up going back to my favorite tortellini and finishing that off because that was just so delicious. Oh my god. Let me say this very clearly. The olive oil cake is a perfect dessert. It was perfectly dense but not heavy, perfectly moist but not too wet. The flavor is simple, and the olive oil adds a smoothness to the texture and a light flavor throughout the cake. They even add a little touch of salt on the bottom to balance out the sweetness. and there's fruit in the syrup, and it just brings out this lovely, bright, fruity flavor. Oh my god. And the vanilla cream literally tastes like ice cream. I thought it was ice cream. It's just some kind of cream. I don't know what it is. And all of the elements contrast each other while elevating each other at the same time. It is insane. We stopped for rice rolls. I had never had rice rolls before, and they were so incredibly inexpensive, so incredibly fresh, and so incredibly delicious. Of course, you can't forget to put the sauce on top. This is mine after I put sauce.
It's so soft and warm. Oh my god.
Yeah, I give this 10 out of 10. It was simple, cheap, fresh, delicious. Absolutely loved it. My absolute favorite junk food is a veggie dog, and thankfully Crif Dogs had a really lovely veggie dog option. And also I love their decor. Like, how cool is this? The veggie dog was laid on top of a bed of hummus, and it had banana peppers on top. Really simple, really yummy.
And there's mustard. It's better with the mustard. Very solid veggie dog. The hummus is very mild and not overpowering, so it needs the mustard to kick you in the ass a little bit.
Delmonico's. I have never walked into a restaurant and felt more out of place in my life. It's just a little too fancy for me. This is not my vibe at all. It looks lovely, right? Beautiful. But it's just not me.
It's really good. I love sourdough too. My butter's very nice as well.
I ordered this beautiful pasta dish. I think it was about $35, which is crazy for pasta in my opinion, but it came out, it looked really good. Unfortunately, it was kind of hard to eat because it was scalding hot and the pieces of pasta were huge.
Ooh, this is hot.
I would like to say I enjoyed this dish, and I did, but the more I ate it, the less I liked it, I think. It just was it was lacking something for such an expensive pasta dish. I also tried the whipped mashed potatoes, which were good, but maybe a little heavy.
Wow. Creamy. Straight cream. It's good, but oh my god.
At this point in the meal, we were kind of unhappy with the service and the food, but we decided to order a dessert anyway. We ordered this beautiful chocolate cake, which, I mean, looks fantastic. But unfortunately, it didn't quite hit right.
Ice cream tastes like a Whopper. I'd say like 5 out of 10. Maybe 6.
Unfortunately, our experience at Delmonico's wasn't really up to standard. Our service was extremely slow. The steaks were not cooked to temp for my friends, and we ended up actually making a complaint to the manager, which I hate doing. The management was super accommodating, and they ended up comping every item that we had a complaint about, and that was super awesome, but I don't think I would ever come here again, if I'm being real.
Ooh. Yum. Gonna eat this sandwich. It don't look very good this morning. I thought this was good because it like captures the flavors of an Italian, but it's vegetarian. And I think when people make vegetarian sandwiches, they don't always do that, which is annoying. This is very, very good. This is surprisingly good. It's a little too, the bread is too firm for my liking, but other than that, it's like perfect. The tapenade on this is so good. I love arugula, oh my god. It's sad because this is definitely better than any vegetarian sandwich I can get at home. Like, by far. This is just from some grocery store. What the hell? I love that they chose sweet potato as the meat alternative because it's like very filling and hearty. Even sometimes like with fake meat substitutions, it doesn't hit the spot like this hits the spot. I'd give this like a 9 out of 10. If the bread was just a little bit softer, it would be a 10, but it's too chewy.
I absolutely adore ramen, so we made a stop at Ippudo, and let me tell you, their broth is fantastic. I honestly could care less about the toppings, but that first bite I took of the broth, I was stunned.
Whoa.
Like I said, the broth was absolutely perfect, rich and delicate at the same time, but then over time, as the carrots and other add-ons mixed in to the broth, it kind of messed with the flavor a little bit, and I honestly would have preferred it if it maintained the delicate flavor throughout the meal. The boiled eggs were delicious, and the noodles had a really lovely texture, probably the best I've ever had at a ramen place. I honestly would have given this a 10 out of 10, but because the flavor got so muddled at the end, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Spot Dessert Bar, let me tell you, I went to this place on a whim to grab dessert, and I was not expecting to have a full culinary experience. I mean, look at this. This is an Earl Grey milk tea cheesecake. So basically it was a little pot filled with cheesecake and Oreo cookies were crumbled on the top. and they gave you this tiny little pitcher of Earl Grey milk tea that you pour on top of the dessert. The Earl Grey milk tea somehow brings all the flavors together. The cheesecake had a bright saltiness that balanced the sweetness of everything else because it was quite a sweet dessert. And then on the side there was this beautiful raspberry sorbet, and it kind of acted like a palate cleanser. It was bright and not too sweet, but it gave a release from the creaminess of the cheesecake and just made the whole experience way more enjoyable. I cannot recommend this place enough. I want to go back there right now. It was so fantastic. I love a good veggie dumpling, so we made a stop at Shanghai 21. Absolutely did not disappoint. Super high quality dumpling, really fresh tasting. The wrapper of the dumpling was so tender and soft, and the filling was not too greasy. It was a very standard vegetable dumpling filling. I'll eat any veggie dumpling, I don't care if it's basic or not, but the sauce really made the dumplings stand out, and they were just so delicious and light. I definitely didn't feel too full after eating these, and I ate a bunch of them, so they were super, super yummy. Highly recommend. I would give it a 9 out of 10 just because I have had dumplings that taste similar, but the tender wrapper definitely stood out. So yummy. While waiting for our reservation at Gallagher's, I decided to cross the street and go to Angelina Bakery. I got this beautiful turmeric latte, which was way better than I expected, and I got this beautiful little lemon-shaped dessert, which was surprisingly very, very tasty and amazing.
It's so fruity and vibrant. Put in with this white chocolate shell. The mousse is very lightly lemon flavored, a little bit bitter, and then the jelly on the inside is like it's not like lemon curd, it's like lemon jelly. It's unlike anything I've ever had. Very, very good.
Gallagher's. Once again, I'm in an environment where I do not belong. It was very lovely on the inside, very dark. All these New York restaurants are so dark. I actually didn't order anything, but I ate some of my friends' sides, and they were actually very impressive. I didn't film myself eating because I was tired of filming myself. And we also got this amazing New York cheesecake. It was one of the best desserts I had my whole trip. So simple, and just that perfect New York cheesecake taste. Of course, I had to save the best for last. This is best pizza.
Oh yeah.
I don't have words for this pizza. I am not even the biggest pizza person, but best pizza is just so good. The balance between the sauce and the cheese is perfect. The crust is always the perfect thinness.
Oh, I'm gonna miss this. Oh man.
It's just fantastic. They make their cheese in-house. It's just out of this world. If you like pizza and you're in New York, go to Best Pizza. You gotta do it. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Best Pizza is just the best.
It's so good. I don't even like bread like that.
And after Best Pizza, I called a cab, hopped on a plane, and went home. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I really enjoyed filming and making this video. If this is content that you liked this food vlog, please let me know. This was totally new to me. I'd never done anything like this before. And if you would like to see more of this, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!
So I'm here at Best Bagel and Coffee. It's close to Times Square. Scallion cream cheese bagel. It's like the flavor of the cream cheese is heavy, but it's like a whipped cream cheese. So it's not like, it doesn't feel heavy when you're eating it, but it has that heavy cream taste. I'd say the cream cheese is very, very good. The bagel is good, but it's not like blowing my teeth off. It has like a nice bagel texture, like the inside is nice and soft, and it tastes like a bagel. And the outside is like, has like a nice texture to it, but I don't know, it's very, very good. I don't know if it's the best bagel ever. The scallions or whatever are nice and like fresh. It tastes like house made. That's pretty legit. Give it like a 7, I think. Also, I've never had a bagel that doesn't have a hole in the middle. Oh wait, maybe there is a hole, but it's like a butt crack. Actually, the more I eat this bagel, the more I like it. I still think it's like a 7 or a 7.5. The middle is nice and soft and chewy, but not too chewy. I like that a lot. Yeah, I think 7.5 is good for this for me.